Welcome everybody, Red Arrow 23 here. Yes, that's right, we're going to do 2 episodes today. So this is going to be the back-to-back Baked Penguins highlights. Let's boom some beaches! Alright, let's get into the hits. So the first one, finished up the last episode towards the end of this operation, and we're getting really close to the end of this operation now. Remix wants to go in, and he was worried that he wasn't have enough GBE to get to the back, and we were like, nah man, you got this, you got enough. Just take the same path as Doof did and you'll be sweet. So let's see how he did. So we've already had the middle shock launcher and rocket launcher gone, and the left rocket launcher's gone as well. Oh, mind the gap! So he's lost a few Zukas, that's fine. Should be alright, I think he's got enough. So he gets the reflare, doesn't forget. Another small gap. Few smokes overlapping there. Maybe could have saved one. Let's have a look. Nice flare on the core. Shock. So he's missed 2 flamethrowers. And the rocket launcher as well. So I think he jumped out of this attack and he said, oh, I didn't have enough for the shocks that I needed. He reckoned he needed like 3 or 4 shocks. And this is probably the reason why when I'm doing my attacks I'm usually on my throne. And I will sometimes write down plan B, C and D on my leg. Sounds a bit stupid, but so I'll write down if I have this much GBE left I want to do this. So perfect scenario would be like 4 shocks and a critters. So you know that you need to throw the critters first so it's got time to throw, and then the shocks. And then I know that if I don't have that much GBE, then my next best plan is this. So it'll be 1 set of critters, 2 shocks or whatever. That's just something that I do, and it might have helped Remix out because then he could have thrown his critters earlier and they would have been a bit more effective, but all good. So then we had Captain Rick. We're really running low on time now. We still had 5 players who hadn't attacked, including Cap. So let's see how he did. I think he attacked with like 30 seconds left on the operation, so I was pretty unhappy by now. But hopefully Captain Rick can take it out. Let's see how he does. So he's going to go for the circuitous route, try and save himself some smoke on the direct path. Hopefully it works out. And he flares right up. Nice. And I prefer this smoke, this flare, because it's right up in between the rocket launchers, and it expires just as he gets there, which is perfect. But I like the position of the flare, just a little bit further back. So hard luck, he's had a couple of Zukas peak for their rocket launcher, and he managed to get 4 shocks off. Get some critters down to distract the other rockets. Boom, boom, boom. Get some power down on that core, and then his shocks run out. And I was watching this live, and I was like, oh, he might do it. He might do it. Oh no. So it was actually low enough that I think 1 or 2 players could have GB'd it, and we had 4 attacks left. But because everybody had waited too long, there you go. So, hard luck Bay Penguins, didn't get that one. Let's have a look at the next one. So we go from 4 misses and not being able to take it out in 21 attacks to smashing choke point in 12 attacks. So let's have a look, see what we got. We got Pia Conifold. Let's have a look. So usually it's sort of like an anchor on the right side of the beach. Straight walk after you've cleared those mines. But Pia doesn't like to do what everybody else is doing. He likes to try new things, get inventive. Especially since the Mega Crab, he's got a bit more confidence. So he's clearing mines. Collecting up some GBE. And then he anchors over here, which is kind of weird. And look at this flare. Let's just pause and look at this flare for a second. So he's down here by these cannons, and he throws his flare way up on that corner. What? Let's check it out. So Zookas are pathing pretty nicely, really. I mean, if you've practiced this and you know that when you throw that smoke there, this is what the Zookas are going to do, then that's awesome. So check it out, and then he re-flares a bit closer once the flare was running out. Little bit of a gap, so he loses the delay on these rocket launchers and shock launcher. That's okay, gets his critters. 1, 2, 3, 4 shocks, some more critters, and he does over half the core. Probably 2/3 of the core. So it's awesome attack from Pia, even with your random crazy roots. I swear you're just showing off. Alright, who we got next? Remix. Let's jump over to Quay. And you know that Remix knows the key to this one. Oh, the puns are good. Alright, let's check out Remix. So he's just anchoring by these fuel cells, throws the flare up. And then the gap! Don't gap it! It's scary! Oh, and that one got you. Oh, I'd like still got a pretty decent chunk of Zookas, so it's still worth continuing. Sometimes it's not worth continuing. Sometimes you're better off just throwing a barrage at the core, not wasting the shocks, but he's still got a decent amount of troops. So he shocks the rocket launchers, the machine guns, throws out some critters for the single shots. Nice, I like it. Heals them up. Goes for round 2 of shocks. Look at that. Even though he lost a bunch of girls on the war because he didn't mind the gap, he still managed to do over half the core. So in theory, the next guy should be able to take it out, no problem. So nice work. And then that's exactly what happened. Someone took it out. Next attack. So nice work, Remix. Got to watch that gap. Let's check out Ep12. Any other attacks on Quota? No. So this was a solo. And he lost 1 Zooka. And you don't see many takedowns like this these days. A bit of Hooka action. Heavies and Zookas. See what he's got. So he's taking out some key rocket launchers. So obviously recognize them as threats. Loses 1 to the Doom Cannon. Keeps making his way around. Could have watched that going around the corner. Could have lost more Zookas there. And there we go. Makes a few shocks. Clears out all the defenses that are going to hit him. And then boom! Down goes the core. Outs! Nice work, Ep12. Nice to see you cleaning it up with a Hooka again. Alright, let's check out Beau. Beautimus attacking Duality. So we've had 1 core rush that didn't go perfectly. I can't remember what happened. I think the flamethrower just waxed him. So let's check out Beau's attack. So he's already cleared the mines and marked, well, hasn't really marked the rocket launcher because everything else in range is targeted as well. So let's check it out. Gets all the Zookas in the dead spot. Oh, most of them actually. Takes out the rocket launcher, clears out some more defenses. And then I like this plan, but could have been really good, Beau. And I like the idea, but the smoke was a little bit late. So, hard luck, Beau. And he knew that, I actually like what he did there because he didn't have that many Zookas. He knew he wasn't going to be able to take out the core, so he targeted the flamethrower instead. Because he might have been able to take out the flamethrower. He didn't, but if he took out that flamethrower, it would have been a shock reduction. Instead of only making a little bit of damage on the core. So it's smart thinking, Beau, I like it. Nice work. And that was a good plan overall, I like it. Alright, let's check it out. So now we're into the current operation. We got these symbols, aka James. Hopped into our task force for a quick hit. Let's check out how he did. So I don't like these tech crunches where they got the rocket launchers on the front. Makes it a lot harder to solo. Doesn't mean that's an excuse though, you should still be able to solo it. You know my expectations. So let's check it out. Just clearing mines. Thinking ahead. I like it. Made himself a nice little gate here through the mines. Just gonna open the gate and have a casual walk through. It's nice, gets the smokes on. A little bit of the gap is fine down there. Don't want to gap around these rocket launchers though. Oh! So lost the delay. Should be okay, should still be able to do some damage. Flares on the rocket launcher is going to be in range. Still got some shots off. Oh! And then what's going on here, buddy? Didn't quite take out the rocket launcher, had to artillery it, had to throw another one. And I got a feeling you're all out of GBE. Oh, it hurts. Oh, you are too. Oh, it hurts. Oh. So hard luck, James. It's hard luck. Luck would have it that Blue came along and tied it up for you. So let's have a look and see what Blue did. Soon. Little intermission. Alright, we had to skip ahead because the game was taking too long to load. So we got Blue Barracuda on Tech Crunch cleaning up James's mess. James's mess. Alright, let's have a look. See how Blue did it. So James did an awesome job clearing out those rocket launchers and making the gate. So Blue straight on up there. Right up into the corner. Gets his shocks all nice, clears it all out, gets all his defenses out of the way, and then just grinds down the core. So it's probably going to be a 2-hit anyway, James, don't worry about it, it's all good. Here's Blue throwing all his GBE at the core. You know how Blue usually likes to end his attacks, he usually likes to wax his own troops, but used up all his GBE already. So unfortunately he has to keep all his Zookas. Ridiculous, I know. But there you go. So Blue's finished, Tech Crunch. Who we got next? We got Mr.Tuan, aka Daij. Awesome player. It's great to have him in the task force at the moment. So let's just have a quick look at Manti Core this time. Actually looks pretty easy, like compared to some of the other ones we got rocket launchers everywhere. So let's see how Mr.Tuan did it. Clearing a bunch of mines, good stuff. Wasn't quite sure how to attack this one either because it just looked too good to be true. But Daij was like, this is how we're gonna do it, let's do it. Speed up the walk, nice. A little bit of a gap there, loses the delay on the shock launchers. Just a nice double smoke at the end, perfect. I like it. Alright, all the Zookas are in position. Let's flare the core, throw some critters and some shocks. What do we got? Nice. So it's just getting popped by boom cannons, that's all good. Zookas don't mind. And then the shock launchers, rocket launchers come back online. And look at that. Nearly. Did a pretty good job. I like it. Nice work, Daij. And then it was an easy finish for Pia from there. So let's jump over to Chron solo on Komondor. Most people would have seen this solo before. If you haven't, check it out. This should be the standard way to do Komondor. Clearing out some mines, just 2 barrages. And then he actually gets lucky, hits that 4th mine, so he only needs 1 artillery. Boom. Those mines are down. And I like this solo on Komondor. It was pretty clean. I mean, he only lost like 12 Zookas, and they were all just single shots. So it's awesome attack from Chron. Nice and clean, straight up the wall. No gaps here, doesn't have to mine them. And there you go, he even gets the smoke into the boom cannons because he knows those Zookas are going to spread. Pretty sure it's no peek. Nice. Love it when they don't peek. Gets the shocks on the flamethrower and the machine gun. Rocket launchers in there to too far away. Critters are out for the boom cannons. So it's distracting them. Rocket launcher is in range of the critters. That's all good. Here we go, med kit. Flamethrower comes online to hit some critters and boom! Komondor down. It's nice work, Chron. A nice clean solo to finish this up for this video. Don't forget to comment down below on one of the attacks. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more Boom Beach!